Hi, welcome back to Hilarious Pass-AroundStories. Thank you for joining me for episode 2. My guest today is my dad.
Hi, I'm Dad.
Can you please tell me 3 fun facts about yourself?
3 fun facts about myself. Well, fact number 1, I am Emily's dad. Fact number 2, I don't like pools or getting wet at all, kind of like a cat. And fact number 3 is that I make most of the dinners at our house because I get off work earlier than my wife. I'm the number 1 chef in the house.
Also, his job is perfect for the show. He's a middle school teacher, and our topic today is school. So, I'm going to start the story. Okay, so 5 days ago, there was a 6th grade boy named Kyle.
And Kyle was a little bit out of control.
He only did certain homework assignments because
the problem is Kyle's kind of lazy and he only likes certain classes. So he only wants to do his science homework but never wants to do his math homework. And so he gets really good grades on all of his science homework but zeros in all of his math homework.
The reason because of his laziness has a whole backstory. So he's lazy because, let's see here.
He's addicted to Fortnite and Alani, and no one ever tells him to stop. But he likes science, just hates math.
Here's the backstory on why he likes science. He likes science because his mom is a meteorologist and his dad is a paleontologist, and so when he was born, his parents, when he was in his mother's stomach, they put headphones of science tracks, so he's been known to love science for a while.
But the problem with Kyle is that mom is a meteorologist and she's always at work after school because she has to do the nightly news. And while she might be the best nightly news weather person in the whole area, she doesn't get to hang out. And his dad, who's a paleontologist, spends most of his time digging up old dinosaur bones in Africa.
Because his mom is gone all the time, she can never tell him to do his homework. He has a babysitter, but every time the babysitter comes over, he puts a spell on her because he's magical, because he figured out a lot of science stuff, so he's magical. So he puts a spell on her to go to sleep for the whole time, and then he also draws Sharpie mustaches on her.
Wait, is he magical or is he using science?
He's using science.
Oh, so he's like creating sleeping potions. Okay, to put her to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but is a girl, it's a girl babysitter. Female babysitter? Female babysitter. And see, the thing is,
why do you need to know that?
Now it's very important that we know this because Kyle thinks that he can trick her. See, the girl babysitter is addicted to coffee. She loves coffee, and every time she comes over to Kyle's house, she has the biggest Starbucks drink imaginable, and he's created a potion where you put it in her coffee, and she will immediately fall asleep, but think that she told Kyle to do his math homework. She will watch Kyle do his science homework, but then by the time the potion is kicked in, she's already asleep and he doesn't do his math homework. He just plays Fortnite and drinks energy drinks.
What he does on Fortnite is interesting. Actually, what he's doing on Fortnite is math. He doesn't think it's math, but it's math because he has to calculate the formula of something.
The ratio of winning to losing.
Oh yes, he's calculated the ratio of winning to losing, but he's also on a secret mission, which is part of the reason he can't do his math homework. He has to survive middle school. He survived middle school recess. No, he's trying to create middle school recess.
Yeah, but the teachers at school don't like the idea of middle school recess because they have to do really well on their state test at the end of the school year and they have no time for fun. And maybe if Kyle just had a little bit of recess and could run around a little bit, maybe he would do better. So he really thinks that there should be recess at school and then maybe he'd focus a little bit more on his math. See, Kyle understands that he's not performing as well as he could be, but he just doesn't know how to change it. And he thinks that maybe recess will help him and his friends work better and harder in class.
So every day in class, he puts up a fight with his teachers. Every single day. His first teacher's name is Mr. Butthead. And he makes fun of his name so he can do his homework. And then his second teacher's, not so he can do his homework, he makes fun of his name because so that it's writing class, so that he persuades him to write essays on why there should be recess because he's very gifted in writing. And then his second teacher is Mrs. Capybara because and she teaches art and he always makes art of the playground and then he plays meme soundboards in the middle of class that say recess.
But his art teacher got really mad one time and took his Chromebook and smashed it into a million pieces in front of him and then yelled at him and also said that his artwork wasn't very good. So he didn't try very hard in art class after that. But what he didn't know is that the art teacher was very good friends with his writing teacher, and the art teacher did not like that he was making fun of the writing teacher's last name because the writing teacher doesn't get to decide that their last name was Butthead. That's just something that happened. You don't get to decide your last name.
Yeah, and then in third period, his teacher's name was Mr. Nito, and he
was rich because he is the heir of the Nito
fortune, and he makes fun of him because he makes fun of his divorce.
Wow, that's really dark, Emily. Yeah, so he gets in trouble at school, but really all that he wants is for his parents to come back home from Africa and from doing the weather every night and hang out with him, and for him to not have to be under his babysitter when he gets home from school. So, at the end of the day, he has a good heart. He wants to do the right thing, but he just doesn't have any of the supports in place to get to the right place. So he makes fun of his teacher, Mr. Butthead, drinks too many energy drinks, wastes a lot of time playing Fortnite, and lost his Chromebook in art class because he was making annoying noises.
One time at lunch, he started a energy drink drinking contest, and basically,
he lost because his friend's heart exploded.
No.
He didn't die. He went to the hospital and they fixed it. They put it back together.
Young listeners.
No, the doctor saved his life. Yes. Young listeners should be aware that excessive amounts of caffeine can cause heart problems. There's a moral to this story. I know you love stories with morals and lessons.
I hate stories with morals and lessons.
So, anyways, he lost the energy drinking contest, but he didn't have to go to the hospital.
We have to tell him the details of the energy drinking contest. So basically, the first challenge was to drink 5 Alanis. And then they had to drink 2 Monsters, 5 Red Bulls, and then 6 Mountain Dews, 12 Dr. Peppers, 8 Pepsis, and then what was his name? Kyle, right? Yeah, Kyle lost.
Your story.
Kyle lost the competition on the 9 Stories. Also, just to be clear here, Kyle's parents' names are Bobbert and Bobitha.
So he doesn't really have any leverage to make fun of his teacher for having a weird name. If his parents were named Bobbert and Bobitha.
And Bobitha.
Bobitha. Okay, wait. I'm assuming Bobitha is the mother of this. So anyways, What happens is even though he lost the energy drink contest, he drank so much sugar and caffeine that he went to the bathroom and just threw up all over the place, and then a bunch of kids slipped in it, and it was bad.
His throw up, by the way, was made of like the logos on the energy drink. So, like, for instance, part of it was peaches for the Alani peach drink.
Yeah, but it was all like a pale pink and yellow.
But it was
color,
pale
like
pink and
energy.
yellow.
Yeah,
Pink.
pretty gross. But anyways, he went to the bathroom, got sick, threw up.
Oh
all
yeah,
over
by the way,
place.
the puke was purple.
A bunch of kids slipped all over it and fell, and so the doctor, like the nurse at school, said you have to go home. And he went home and he called his parents, and his parents realized that they needed to spend more time with him, and so his dad decided he was going to come back from Africa and just record videos on YouTube about paleontology, and he'd make the same amount of money. In fact, probably more. And then mom decided that she was going to keep on being a meteorologist, but she wasn't going to work nights anymore. She was going to be the daytime meteorologist. So between 9 and 3 in the afternoon.
And it turns out that worked because his and all the free time his parents had, they won the lottery and they got $1 million every second. And then they bought this house, and Kyle did all his math homework, except he had so much math homework to do that he kind of had to do it on the toilet.
Yeah, because he was still feeling sick. But the good
Oh yeah,
thing.
by the way, he also had explosive diarrhea after the energy drinks.
Oh, we made it there.
2 months.
Which that is true. That too much caffeine will upset your digestive system.
Oh yeah, and he had to get a trampoline room so that he could bounce off the walls because of the sugar buzz.
Yeah, but then he came down off of that and he decided he was going to go clean. His parents started hanging out with him. He didn't have to have a babysitter anymore. He stopped drinking Alani's. He didn't waste any time playing Fortnite. And he got really good at his schoolwork, started getting really good grades. And by the end of 6th grade, he was one of the highest performing students in his class.
He also had a best friend named, let's see, how should we name? Bobbert Jr. William. And Bobbert Jr. William.
It's too confusing.
Bobbert Jr. William was a guy. They got into a lot of fun trouble together. Like one time, they put a whoopee cushion on Mr. Butthead's seat. And they got in trouble for it, but they had a good time.
Yep. He's very mean to Mr. Butthead.
He is. He's so consistently mean to Mr. Butthead. And then, what was his writing teacher's name again?
I don't know, what was his Miss Capybara?
Oh, yeah,
was that it?
Miss Capybara. Wasn't that the art teacher?
Oh yeah, it was. No, the Mr. Butthead was the writing teacher, and and Capybara was the art teacher who broke his Chromebook for noises that he made with it in class.
Oh yeah, by the way, at least he had a reason to make those noises.
He sure didn't. He was just being annoying because...
No, because he had to save recess.
He had...
Oh yeah, by the way, he gave the school $2 million to create recess, and they had the best playground ever. It had 5 rock walls, 6 jumbo water slides, a slip and slide, 16 feet monkey bars, 7 swing sets, and then they had 5 million trampolines.
But there was only one problem. The principal at school was really mean. And so while he built all of these items in the playground, he built them right outside the windows to the classroom and never let the kids go outside and play on them. So all day long, they just had to stare at all this unused playground equipment because he was a mean principal.
Yes, he was very mean. His name was...
Be careful.
His name was Mr. Cappuccino because he drank too many cappuccinos.
Okay.
And then also after recess they had lunch, right? The cafeteria food, their lunch ladies were evil too because the cafeteria food tasted like, actually the beef there was watery. They served blue expired applesauce. This has happened before, guys, in my school, but it wasn't like that bad.
And they also found out that there had been all these dogs and cats that had gone missing in town, and they found out that the beef they were eating at school wasn't actually from cows. It was from all the missing dogs and cats.
Young listeners, no one wants to hear that. A bunch of people are animal lovers these days.
Yeah, well, the moral of the story there, since you love stories with morals, is be kind to animals.
I don't like stories with morals.
And if you're a good pet owner, make sure you are aware of where your pet is at all times.
Where's Bun Bun?
Bun Bun is right over there in the cage.
Yeah. By the way, guys, Bun Bun is my pet rabbit. He's laying down.
He's sleeping right now.
Yeah, he's sleeping.
Apparently, the story is not exciting for him. But let's wrap all this stuff up together.
No, it's not time. We still have 1 more minute left.
Well, yeah, but we got to start reaching the conclusion.
No.
Do you want the story to have a happy ending?
Oh yeah, we got to reach the conclusion. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, so eventually Mr. Cappuccino decided that he was going to pursue his lifelong dream of becoming an artisanal barista in Seattle.
And then he was replaced by a new principal,
Mr. Frappuccino.
No.
Mr. Frappuccino.
Okay, actually, yeah, Mr. Frappuccino.
Who was much sweeter and let the kids play on the playground. And so Zach had his parents back home from Africa.
It's not Zach, it's Kyle.
Kyle had his parents back home from Africa, digging up bones. He got his playground time. He started doing very well in school and lived a happy life, happily ever after. Okay. And that's a day in the life of Zach or Kyle? Kyle. So who's Zach in this story?
There's no
Zach in this story.
Anyway,
okay.
Thank you for listening. Also, thank you for being on my show. I would also like to inform my listeners that there's going to be a new podcast coming out soon called Summer Stories. Actually, my last guest was hosting it, Suddy. So be on the lookout for that. And my next episode will be coming out soon. Thank you.